Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bengals coming in at 3-2, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 4-1.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got room. And I think the ball's out. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble. Last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And they're definitely showing blitz here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Bernard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. The gain of 39 that time. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out here in the I. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free. If you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And oh, it coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr being chased out left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench. Kaepernick now to throw. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Now, the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So that'll back him up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They go to Johnson again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Wentz to throw. James has got it. Complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Defense showing blitz. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Let's go!
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And this one is right down the middle. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Wentz. Screen play, Johnson. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Kaepernick now on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Kaepernick to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They pitch it out to Johnson. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Bengals grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. Now Kaepernick. And this is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
And the back goes into motion. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! White, nine, flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devontae Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out come the Steelers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The busy night continues for Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On second down, Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. David Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for the...
He's got a man, complete. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to touchdown, Bengals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Johnson on the counter. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And James has it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Space to maneuver at the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go.
Kaepernick now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! What? None! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final try now for Wentz. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.